Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
Grizz Nation, what's going on? I'm Chris Ingram.
And I'm Evan Hayes.
And this is the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. Welcome back to another episode. Glad to see y'all. Hopefully y'all glad to see us. That's a whole nother story. But you know, glad to be back, man. It's been a better week, I say, in the Grizzly sphere, for sure, than the first maybe week or two of the season, to a certain extent. We got some good and some bad to talk about today. But I'm excited to get to it, man. Before we do that, though, Evan, tell me some good news, man. How was your week? Give me something good to talk about, man. Or the focus on before we get into this. What some people might say some negative stuff, bro. What you got for me?
Man, it was a smooth little week, man. You know, just chopping that tree. It's at the point of semester where every week feels like the same, and you're just trying to get through it. Just
trying to get to that finish line, yeah,
bro.
Man.
Yeah, just examines paper. After I get off this recording, I have a 4 to 6 page paper to write that's due Tuesday, so I got to start on that. Last night I was finishing a paper that's due on Monday, so I got that done. And so just just work, bro. So I can't complain too much. I'm just blessed to be alive and blessed to be in this opportunity to be in a position I am to graduate, which is not a lot of people do that. So yeah, I'm just thankful for that, bro. I'm not gonna talk too long about this, but I'm kind of like I'm not feeling myself, but I am, because for the longest, because it's been annoying. I've been getting this the whole semester. People ask me, why are you graduating? Where are you going? Why are you leaving? Like, I keep getting all these questions. It's honestly pissing me off. Like, why are y'all so concerned about what I'm doing? You feel me? I'm not trying to talk down my university too much, but it's not. It's the type of university where it's not, if people are coming, then they'll like praise it and all that. But if people are moving on to the next step, they don't want to talk about it like that. So that's been
people in life, bro. People want you to be miserable like them. You gotta understand.
Yeah,
that.
like it's been, so I'm kind of like, I'm getting close. It's like, yeah, I'm really like I'm feeling a little more confident. I'm not there yet, but I'm feeling a little more confident because everybody this whole semester like, so why are you leaving? Like, you think you can compete on a division? Like, I've got all this type of like slick backhanded hating comments. It's like, so that's been a little annoying. I'm just trying to, keep my head straight, keep my head down, locked in on that, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna graduate, obviously, so that's not an issue. It's kind of annoying when every day people say, where are you going? I'm like, now I'm just telling people you'll find out, because if y'all follow my social medias, I haven't posted it, or this is really the only platform I've announced it on, but of course not a lot of my 20-year-old classmates are tuned into this, so a lot of people still don't know where I'm going. It's just like they're so invested. I'm like, why do y'all care so much about what I'm doing? So
people want to know so they can hate on it, bro. No matter what you say, I've realized this in life, dog. Like, no matter what you say, you can say you finna go to Hampton University, you can say you finna go to Howard, you can say you finna go to what's the other one? What's the real smart one? Harvard. You can say
Princeton.
You
Yale.
can say any of them, and they still gonna be like, oh man, either you ain't shit or the schools ain't shit. So that's why you're doing the right thing. Don't let nobody block your what's the word? Don't let nobody mess with your peace, rock your peace.
Yeah,
you're doing right. Don't let them know your next move. You'll see if you care to see.
When
I'm gone.
So that's been annoying, because now I'm at the point, it's like I'm like a little over a month, so it's like I'm basically done. It's just like now I'm getting more and more questions, like, why? Okay, like I'm finna dip, so why y'all care so much? But it's a good problem to have, I guess. When you
tell me you're gonna be an OnlyFans model.
No.
But just stop asking.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay. They'll stop. Yeah, you're right.
They'll start up some mean rumors, but when they see they wrong, then they just feel like crap. Dang. So I don't care. I lead people down a path they don't want to go. Like, if you think you have to drop on me, or you know what's going on, you think you You probably don't, unless you somebody I care to share that with.
Yeah, like especially up here, like outside like my family and like my few select group of friends, I have not told a lot of people because like I'm just not the type of guy that boast of myself a lot. And yes, it is a big accomplishment, but I'm not. I just don't like to my own home like that. So the fact that everyone out here just keep trying to yada yada, I'm like, bro, like, come on, fam, like, just leave me alone, bro. But hey,
I'm gonna be a foreign exchange student.
Real talk, moving to Germany out here, like
going back to the motherland,
going to Africa, going to Zimbabwe or something like that, like that. But yeah, but everything has been cool though, bro. But how was your week though? What's going on?
Man, the week has been weakened, dog.
Facts.
You know, we here, man. We here. Got a lot to be thankful for, like as always, and that's what we don't focus on the bumpy roads. We focus on the light of the tunnel, if you want to, you know, call it that. So,
yeah,
a lot of, like I said, a lot of good stuff to talk about. Got a little bad too, but we gonna get to it. I say, you know what? It ain't even too much.
It's not bad. It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse. Just a lot worse. Yeah.
Depending on how you want to look at it, but you're right. You're right. So we gonna jump into the news, man. We're gonna get right to it because we do got some good stuff we want to talk about today. So y'all
new music in the headphones?
Hey man, we trying to change it up as much as we can.
A little
bit. A little bit. We're gonna pop it off with before we get into the sports realm. Let's talk about the culture a little bit, man. We got some Marvel releases. You know, that's always a good time for me. I was telling Edey before we popped on. It seems like every time my birthday rolls around, if it ain't every year, it's every other year, where it's just a dope Marvel movie that's dropping. I was telling him I got to, go see Endgame. Matter of fact, I got to see Endgame and Infinity War
on your birthday. 2
birthdays basically in a row. Like that was super dope. So this first one is coming out in February. We got the Captain America, the Black Captain America, which a lot of people was like, "What the world is this?" I'm not a big comic book fan, so all of this is new to me. I'm more MCU than I am Marvel as a whole. Yeah. So whatever story they want to tell me, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm with it. But I got to see a little bit of that trailer. I didn't see the first one. I didn't get to see the newest one as much. But I'm amped for it just because of the show. I did get to see what was the show called on Disney?
The Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That was probably, if I got to rank the Disney shows, bro, that was probably, if it ain't one, it's definitely probably 2 for me. That was a dope ass show.
I give it top 3. Yeah. Personally, I like Moon Knight. A lot of people didn't like Moon Knight.
Bro, I haven't even watched it.
You sleep. Moon Knight was, in my opinion, I like Moon Knight a lot. I like Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I like WandaVision. Those are my top 3. If you watch WandaVision. Actually, nah, scratch that. Loki. I got Loki season 2 above WandaVision.
I didn't finish Loki. I got a lot that I got to catch up on. So I got a lot.
So yeah, but yeah, if y'all don't know,
did you watch? Hold on, before you go. Did you watch the one with
Secret Invasion?
Hawkeye?
No, Hawkeye and basically Hawkeye. Yes, I did
watch that one.
Yeah, I watched.
Where you rank that one at?
It was right good to me. It was right outside my top 5. Like it was cool. Like they set up with Kate Bishop. Like they're trying to set up the younger. I'm not trying to get too nerd on y'all, but they're trying to set up the young Avengers. And I thought Kate Bishop her actress did a very good job. And I like Jeremy Renner as an actor. I feel like he does a good job. So like, they introduced Kingpin, and he's gonna have a big role later down the line, which is always a good. So I gave it like right outside the top 5. It didn't like. I like my Disney Plus. I like implications. Like I like things that set up the next thing. Right. So it didn't set up a lot. It set up a little bit. It brought Daredevil in for a little bit. Well, did it bring Daredevil? No, it didn't bring Daredevil in. He didn't come out in that series. He came in anyway. He came in another series.
Got Kingpin. So
they got Kingpin, which is a thing to Daredevil.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I
think COVID may have messed that up. What you think?
Yeah,
I feel like they could have rolled it out. Like they could have built the moment, I think, a little bit better.
They could have done. I feel like they could have added something to it. I feel like the story kind of like wrapped up kind of like okay, like they kind of like rushed the ending because like with the tracksuit mafia and Echo, like I didn't really mess with that storyline. I messed with the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. That's the storyline I messed with. The whole like Echo and the street mafia and him being Ronin and all that, like it just didn't hit to me like that.
Yeah,
it didn't hit me, but it was okay though. I enjoyed it. Like I'm enjoying if it's a good storyline. Like I enjoy dating anything Marvel put out, but
slick,
But yeah, But if y'all don't know, D23 just happened, like the yearly or like either annual. I don't know if they do it twice a year or once a year, but the big Marvel Disney, they do a big Disney has a big convention. Of course, one of the big stops on that convention is Marvel. So they released 2 new trailers for Captain America: Brave New World and the Thunderbolts trailer. Captain America: Brave New World is starring Anthony Mackie, and it's coming out February 14, 2025. My birthday, by the way. I'll be 21 finally. And then Thunderbolts will be coming out.
Bro, we can't even go get a drink when we go. Man, anyway, keep going. Golly, bro. Anyway, keep going. That was for a conversation offline. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That just you made me feel so old. I mean, so young. You made me feel so young.
My bad.
And so okay, I shouldn't have said that. Oh yeah, I'm 25, y'all. Never mind. I'm 25.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
I'm 25.
Get your fake ID. Hey, Ed, give your brother your ID, bro. Please.
We looking like already, bro. Just send me your ID. Right. Just send me a copy of it through the mail, and we'll be good. Anyway, right. We're getting off. Anyway, if y'all didn't watch, they released 2 trailers, and Brave New World showed a lot more of the Red Hulk, which is being played by Thaddeus Ross, and I can't remember the actual actor's name. They show a lot more.
Oh, dude, I can't.
I can't remember. I can't remember his
Harrison
name.
Ford.
Harrison Ford. Yes, Harrison Ford is playing the president of the United States, and he's playing Thaddeus. So they saw a lot more Red Hulk. We saw a lot more of.
Bro, is Mackie. Donald Trump Red Hulk or Orange Hulk? Oh shit, real life.
I saw that and told like that's probably not a good time to release a movie when we have a president that's gonna be like by the time the movie comes out he'll be
he tans overly like he overly tans like that. Anyway,
he'll be a month into his new presidency. So it's not a great time for Marvel to put that out. But hey, we gonna rock with it. But yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. I gotta keep it real. I'm sorry. If Trump get up there doing this little dance like this and turn it to the Hulk, bro, I'm gonna fall out, bro. I swear to God, I'm done. All right, I'll be quiet.
Flee the country, move to Barbados or something. Anyway, we saw a lot more Anthony Mackie. In this new suit, a lot more. We saw a lot more of the plot. If y'all don't know, the plot would be centered around the Celestial. I can't remember the Celestial's name. That kind of went out in Eternals. I can't remember the Celestial's name.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's gonna be a lot of stuff surrounding around that. It's gonna be like a spy thriller. Personally, I've loved all the Captain America movies, so I'm very excited for. I want to get your thoughts in a quick second. And also, they released Thunderbolts, which star Florence Pugh, the dude who played Sebastian Stan, a whole bunch of people.
Is that like Marvel's Suicide Squad?
Basically.
Okay.
So like Val Valentina Fontaine, she's putting together a ragtag group of like villains / anti-heroes to kind of be her Black Ops team. So that's why you have Red Guardian and a Black Widow and Ghost and Taskmaster and Sentry. Mm-hmm. I feel like people gonna sleep on it, but I feel like that's gonna be a very underrated movie next year.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be just I think street level like movies like that do very well. I feel like Marvel does those movies very well. Like I feel like they're like cosmic big scale type movies can be hit or miss, but I feel like they pretty much are pretty consistent with the street level movies. So I always like those. I'm very excited to see what Sentry does because you're not a comic guy, but Sentry's basically Marvel Superman. Basically, that's basically his power set.
Oh
yeah, like I'm dead serious.
Why I ain't never heard about him?
Because he's a new guy he came out like in the 21st century. I can't remember like what exactly year, but basically he's Marvel Superman. He has the same power set. He came basically dang near same origin story. Yes, this is Sentry. This is Sentry. So yeah, with the cape and the S, he has a lot of the same power sets. That's why. So yeah, he's gonna be a problem. Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. Yeah, and this the guy that if y'all watch the trailer, this the guy that's playing him. So they didn't formally say it, but that guy in the trailer, he's gonna turn to Sentry. So I'm very excited to see. Don't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Might look terrible.
No, we can't. But I'm very excited to see what they do for Sentry. It's always funny and just kind of interesting how like the franchise do like Superman like characters because they're so strong. It's kind of funny how they like kind of nerf them a little. So I'm ready to see how because Marvel hasn't had like a Superman like character besides like the dude Icarus from Eternals, but he kind of killed himself by the end of the movie. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, man, for anyone watching, I'm gonna ask you, Chris, what you think about the trailers? Are you excited about one more than the other? What you feeling about it?
I'm like I said, whatchamacallit, the Falcon show was definitely like my probably top, Disney Plus show. So I've been waiting on that to release for a minute. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do because, like I said, I didn't read the comics, so I didn't know that he became Captain America. So when I saw this kind of unfold, I'm like, man, really don't have no powers. Like, what are we gonna do with this? But I'm excited to see what they're about to do with it, bro. Like I said, it's a lot of implications. All these kind of movies, even outside of Marvel, like when it's around an election or just a new presidency. I felt the same way when what was that movie came out? It was a Purge movie that came out right around Hillary and Trump's presidency. Like stuff like that is, to me, it just gives it an extra oomph, even though it's not real, it's fantasy. But I just kind of like to kind of see the parallels in those. So I'm excited for that. And then, like I said, the Thunderbolts, when I was watching the trailer on that one, I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, I watched every show or movie that got these people in it. The bad Captain America dude, I can't remember his name.
Red Guard, yeah. Dang it, God, I'm my nerd flag. I'm finna get it revoked right now. Dang, bro,
can't think of his name.
Why his name blanking on me right now? His gang gonna be U.S. Agent. Fred Walker. No, God, I feel so stupid right now. John Walker. Dang it, John Walker. That's his name. Gosh.
That dude was terrible. So when I say him, I said
like he murdered somebody.
What we doing? All right, bet.
You don't get the shield dirty. And one thing he did was get the shield dirty.
Yep.
So he kind of crashed crazy out and broke his arm, and he crashed out. He was a D1 crash out. So excited to see him back there.
I didn't like seeing Bucky with them people because I feel like Bucky's more of an Avenger now. But again, I ain't read the comics, so maybe I'm off.
Well, it's not a spoiler, but Bucky's like in the new movie, he's like a USA like senator now. Like he's like in the government now. Like he's in the government. So it's kind of, I want to see how they like, because he's gonna be in 2 movies. He's gonna make it. I'm surprised. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't make an appearance in
the Captain America movie.
Then he's gonna be 3 months later in Thunderbolts. I really want to see how they explain. First, Bucky's a war criminal. How did he get elected in office? Number one, like, bro, we're not doing this right now. I'm just talking about in Marvel land. I'm
just saying, if real life stuff can happen, that's all I'm gonna say. We ain't even gotta say it. My telepathy just hit you.
I know.
Head,
yes, I know.
Keep going.
But yeah, I want to see how they explain how he's a war criminal that got elected in office, and then also back with the Black Ops team too. So kind of want to explain that.
You got to see.
I see. Yes, I know.
Here we go. We're
not talking about that today, Chris. We're not doing it. We're not gonna do it.
I love it. The parallels are so great.
Yeah. Well, Bucky killed millions, but we're not gonna talk about Bucky. Like killed a bunch of people. So like in Marvel, he did kill a bunch.
You
of people.
gonna make me? Okay, stop, Chris.
Come Christian, on. I got caught by your government. Christian,
come on. Write it in. My bad.
Write it in. Let's. So yes, exciting moves. Marvel's been going through like a kind of slow slump. So hopefully these 2 movies bring it out. So of course we have Doomsday coming out in 2026. We have another Spider-Man movie coming out in 2026. So very exciting time to be a Marvel fan. So I hope y'all tune in just like me and Chris will be tuning in.
For sure. Y'all let us know in the comments, man, which ones y'all are most excited to see. I hate that they is that Blade movie ever gonna come out, bro? Like ever in life?
They indefinitely suspended it. And like I think Mahershala Ali just gonna be in purgatory for the rest of his life because like and Kevin Feige said they're still in production, but they've had like 3 different directors and all directors left the dang project. So it's like I don't know. I was very excited for Mahershala Ali to have that role.
Be old by the time they do that. He's like, go find somebody else.
He could be Wesley Snipes' age.
Yeah. They got to go get Franklin Saint to go play Blade.
Desmond Idris. Get Desmond Idris. Oh, that's the same dude. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I forgot. Never mind.
Or whoever the next dark skinned European actor is.
That's really British.
Yeah.
That's really British.
Go get dude from All American. What's his name?
Got Spencer James.
Go get Spencer James. All American. Put him in there. Whoever the next European black dude, just get him. How about that?
I hope it comes out because I didn't get to see Blade, so I never saw I've seen it, but I wasn't alive when the original came out, so I want to see what the new. But I don't know, bro. I trust Kevin Feige, so hopefully he gets it together because we need more black superheroes, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, next, man, we got the Ja Morant injury update. Did come out. Well, let's just preface it. Y'all didn't watch any of the games last week, or specifically the Lakers game. Ja in the second half went up for an alley-oop thrown by Jake LaRavia and was undertaken by, I don't even know dude's name, but by a Lakers player in a way that just shouldn't have happened. Ja ends up landing on what I thought was his hip initially, but they came out and say his hamstring was messed up. I was like,
that don't sound right.
That don't sound right, but whatever. And next thing you know, the next day we get that, basically it is a hip injury. And then the day after that, we get the news that he's week to week with a hip injury and some pelvic stuff. That was kind of freaky, but I understand how this all connected. So I understand. I think the biggest thing for me, bro, was the fact that when he came out on the crutches, I think that kind of like put everybody up on high alert. Like, why Ja, got crutches on? But from a medical standpoint, makes sense. I've talked to a lot of people about how like the crutches just are relieving the pressure from the hip, from the pelvic area when he's walking.
Yeah.
Just to speed up the process of healing. So Ja gonna be okay. It's not something that we got to really worry about too much. It's just a week-to-week thing. We do have Marcus Smart coming back soon. So
and Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain's gonna be coming back soon.
Yeah.
Vince Williams has been working out this week. So the troops are slowly filing in.
Yeah.
But just your thoughts on that whole injury situation, bro.
Yeah, like it sucked to hear. Like, of course, I was just like everybody. I was like, ooh, he's on crutches. It kind of scared me a little bit, like you said, after like talking to people. I didn't have to talk to a lot of people. I remember my dad had hip surgery like early this year, and he had to have on crutches for a long time or just on walker because he had to get her. So it makes sense, but hopefully Ja gets right. I just really hate that it was a no call. That's what I'm stuck up on. It was a no call, and the league has not like done nothing about that because everybody on social media like Ja was out of control. Like, nah, like he was going up for a lob. He has to explode off the ground to get up to dunk the ball, and the guy just full speed. Ja jumping at full speed. He's running at full speed. The smallest little, no matter if he hit him, impacted him a lot or not, like. The slightest touch can knock someone's trajectory out because just like in football, a defensive player in the air. Mm-hmm. So I just hope something could have been done. Like the league put out a notice or the Grizz do like an investigate. I don't know. Like I just thought something should have been done. So I'm kind of hung up on that. But like I hope Ja's right. In December, we should be right by December. Like by December and January should be like prime Grizzlies months. If everything goes properly. Because Vince should be coming back. Cam Spencer's starting to shoot around at practices now, but we won't see him a lot. But just to have him healthy is always a good thing. Josh should be back. Dez should be back. Vince. Gigi should be ramping up by that point. So I'm just ready to get through November, and December and January should be the time we can see the full 2024, 2025 Grizz at the full strength, and we can really see what this team is about. Because right now, like, we're doing good with the people that we have out. Like, we're going into a tough road trip because we got the Trailblazers and the Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, and Warriors, right? Are we one of those? Yeah, Lakers, Nuggets, and Warriors. Mm-hmm. So we got a tough road trip coming up because the Warriors are playing well. The Lakers are always a tough out, and then the Nuggets are the Nuggets. So
don't we play the Nuggets at home though? Back and back?
Yeah, we do.
Back to back? Okay, yeah, okay.
So
still
we got a tough slew of games coming on. So hopefully we can. I want to see how this team operates because I want to see how the starting line. We'll talk about all that, but I just want to see how it happens since Ja will be out for at least. Maybe till the middle of November. I hope he's back by Thanksgiving. That's what I say. Because me and Chris was talking about offline. We gonna be in Memphis around the same time. So hopefully we catch a game together. Hopefully Ja's actually playing. So hopefully Ja's back by Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm saying.
We already playing some slow teams around that time. If Ja ain't there, woo-wee.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might just catch their mom. Them have mom day. I don't know about that. Yeah. But we'll see. Next, man, we got NBA viewership is down. A lot of reports have been coming out even before this past week, but this has been another one. Just basically saying that, man, look, people are not watching NBA as much as they have in the past. I ain't gonna get into all the analytics of numbers and all that. But I think it's multiple reasons why, and I really do this on the docket, man, just really to kind of get your opinion of what you think. I know for me, like, I know it's a mix between, illegal streaming, which has been a thing for years. This ain't something new. But my personal opinion, and I want to hear what your thought. I tweeted this out, bro. Like, you can't expect people to want to tune in to watch the Celtics, Luka, the Lakers, the Warriors, Jokic every freaking night.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, the variety ain't there.
it's 25 other teams in the league that's got exciting, young, up-and-coming superstars, and you putting these same teams on here, injury or not. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about, the Grizzlies being, probably not put on TV or flexed in and flexed out with injury when we seen, and I almost put this on the docket as well, bro. The injuries that are popping up in the league this year, like, as fast and as frequent as they are, I don't know what's going on. It ain't just the Grizzlies. Like, we can sit here and boo-hoo and cry, but look around, y'all. Like, people's top players are literally having to sit games for a long time because of whatever the case may be. And that may play a part in it too. It's so many different factors in my brain, bro. What's your take on why NBA viewership is down right now?
I kind of see it how you do. Of course, the legal streaming, obviously, that's a big thing. And kind of see how, like, with the NBA even not pushing the certain players, but I kind of have a different pivot to that. Mm-hmm. I personally think because the league is having trouble of, like, solidifying new stars. Like, I was looking at the stats in preparation for the show. The gold medal game this summer was the most viewed Olympic basketball game of all time because who the main guys playing? KD, LeBron, and Steph. Yeah. Those three guys are on the back end of their career and they're not winning championships anymore. Right. KD last championship was 2018. Steph was in 2022. Brown was in 2020. And you really don't think any of those teams have a legit shot of winning a championship. So the guys like Giannis, Jason Tatum, Luka, like those guys that are Jason Tatum, those guys that are in that upper echelon of teams, they just aren't frankly as interesting. And like, and maybe I'm wrong, but was I really invested in the finals last year?
Hell no. She was boring.
It was boring. It was a boring finals. Like it just was. Like
Luka and Tatum. Boo.
Like we haven't. And again, you can say I'm wrong. You can tell me if I'm wrong. We haven't had like a intensely like interesting finals since LeBron and KD weren't in the finals since 2018 when LeBron and KD was like playing each other. Like just intense. Like the whole world is like really because last time LeBron and KD played each other was 2018 in the finals.
Who did Giannis play?
He played the Suns with Book before they got KD. Before they got
that was a finals.
Yeah, it was Giannis and Giannis with Chris Paul. And then the year before that,
why is this missing me right now? Chris Paul made it to a finals.
Yeah, but then in 2020 it was LeBron in there, but he was playing the Heat. So it was COVID. Yes, LeBron was in it, but it was COVID's basketball, so it still didn't feel the same. Though, bro. It was great. It was great ball. It was great ball because but the atmosphere wasn't the same because there was no fans.
Right.
Like the feeling of it. 2019 is when Steph was playing Kawhi, but KD was hurt. Didn't feel the same. 2022, Steph was back in the finals, but they was playing the Celtics.
I did like Steph last ring. Because I didn't expect him to get it.
I liked it.
That was cool. That wasn't bad.
I'm just saying the energy ain't the same though, bro. It is not the same. It don't hit the same than when LeBron and KD and when Kobe was playing. Like we were spoiled in the 2010s, bro. Like we were. The 2010s and 2000s era of basketball, dang near every finals felt important. Dang near everyone. You could probably
show
like the 2000s to the 2010s. Like you can maybe the 2004 finals when the Pistons won, but they still beat the Lakers. So like
that Pistons finals, I'm sorry, that was some good ball, bro.
Yeah, they just don't hit us. And the new stars just aren't hitting the same. And the one guy that has the capability of doing that, again, I may be biased in saying it, but Ja Morant, sometimes he's on the shelf. Sometimes, unfortunately, and I love Ja, but that's just the fact of the matter. Yeah. We saw when he did those 2 3-6s against the Nets, the NBA views, he had 160 million views across all NBA platforms. He is the face he's going to be. He's the face of the NBA.
We keep trying to not say it. It's like that quiet. I know I'm finna say something crazy. You know it is what it is. You know how you out in every family, you got that. It's either a weird family member or it's a secret in the family that don't nobody want to talk about, but we all know is there. Like everybody knows Ja Morant is the face of the NBA. Like we can say it, we can tiptoe around it, we can say, he had this and that. But when he coming back, and I even tweeted this out about the NBA, go look at the NBA Twitter feed, bro. Last week, take out the 360 layup because they gassed those. Like they kept hitting that. But like they were pointing out so much stuff about Ja and the Grizzlies last week. It's just like, we see what y'all trying to do. Like, y'all trying to ease it back in without saying it, but like, no, Ja the face, bro. Y'all were waiting for him to get back. You tried to prop up Ant, which Ant is a great player. Like, he's a great player, and he's a greater personality. But Ant ain't Ja, bro. And for it's out of sight of mind. You've been trying to push him because you ain't had Ja. You've been trying to push Tyrese Halliburton, which is having a terrible season. You've been trying to gas De'Aaron Fox. You've been trying to put all these dudes, Jalen Brunson. Like, when the man, when him really show up, you see who really is the face, bro. So you got to do what you're supposed to do to push Ja. Still push Ant because you need to see him. But you got to push these next stars. Trae Young he ain't it, bro. Like, he ain't. I don't know what happened with him. I don't know. We thought that was the next step, and it's just like he ain't likable. Like,
well, yeah, but that's my point. Like, the NBA aren't either this is for the NBA fault or maybe the players' fault. The stars don't.
Zion always hurt.
Zion always hurt. Like, the two guys that we talked about, Ja and Ant, have the best chance of being like the next like Kobe and LeBron of like the 2000, in my opinion, like the 2000 2010 area. So outside of them, the other stars just not hitting like that. They just aren't. Yeah. So that's why I feel like viewership is down, because people are realizing LeBron's 39, Steph's 37, KD's 36, or maybe flipping state KD is Steph's age. I can't remember. But they're older and they're not contending for chips no more. So it's hard to get really invested as a casual fan if the biggest players in the league aren't competing night in, night out to be the best player in the league. Because you can't say any of those three guys are the best player in the league anymore. You just can't.
Do you think that has, and we can go and move on. Do you think that these rising stars that are coming up right now, do you think that them not being in bigger markets plays a factor in it?
Oh, like, sure.
You think if Giannis was in LA, Ja in Memphis, get y'all. Ant was in New York. Luka's in big, but Luka's in like
Denver got Jokic. You feel me? Like,
put them bigger markets. Like, I wonder if that affects it. I want to say no.
It affects it a little bit, but Ja Morant is the outlier, and Anthony Edwards, even though it's not as big as Ja, those are outliers because they're just excited. They have personality. They have infectious play styles. Like, I'm sorry, I don't
just put them on ESPN. It don't matter where they play as long as they're on national TV.
Exactly. Like, I don't like seeing Jason Tatum play basketball. Like, he's a great player. I like because of the the high level basketballness he plays. But is he entertaining to watch?
That whole team is not, bro. They just shoot threes and play defense. I guess
Luka's a great basketball player, but I'd rather watch Kyrie go for 50 every game than watching Luka go for 50. But
he's White Harden. He's White Harden.
But same thing with Kyrie. Kyrie's in that older. Kyrie's like 32 or 33. He came in the league in 2011. It's 2024. Finna be 2025. So Kyrie's again on that age, that later age of players. So the most exciting players in our league are older, and our new guys aren't as exciting. So it's hard for the casual fans that aren't like me and Chris that watch dang near every night to be invested in when the new guys aren't hitting the same as the old ones.
Yeah, they got to figure it out some kind of way, man. I think you got enough young guys coming in, young guns that you can. I mean, we didn't miss. Well, they ain't entertaining to me. I'm sorry, and it ain't even no beef on that.
Talking about the Thunder?
Yeah, they just not entertaining, bro.
They're not.
Y'all lame and y'all not entertaining. Y'all winning though, but y'all just not entertaining, bro. We got to figure this out. Silver, step in with the draft and send Cooper Flag to. What Cooper Flag need to go, bro?
I'm trying to think of a bad team in a big market.
No, don't give him to a bad team. That's the problem.
What's so? Oh, shoot.
Because Wemby down there in San Antonio, and he's doing great. I guess you could say with CP, but like, no, we need him with another guy. Like, so, yeah.
I want to say Brooklyn because Brooklyn dumpster fire.
Nope.
Milwaukee. Nah, you gotta blow that team up. Then he's from Maine. Where's Maine next to in the geography? It's like in the northern Wisconsin. No, Maine's like doing like New York and Massachusetts. Where are you talking about?
I'm loafing. Yeah, I'm loafing.
I'm talking. He's from Maine. I'm trying to think like New Hampshire, New York. That's probably the only thing.
Send him to Philly.
Send to Philly. Yeah, he could rock in Philly. Blow up that team. Give Cooper Flag the keys to the city.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to blow nobody up. I want to add to him, bro. Like not. And I'm not saying it to gas Philly or nothing like that. I'm just saying like this whole. Speaking of Philly, this whole process, everybody's trying to do the process, bro, and the process don't work for everybody. It worked for Memphis. It worked for the Thunder. Detroit is failing. Brooklyn is probably finna be in a terrible spot for a while, bro. Like, trying to think of who else. Like the process don't work for everybody. So like I don't like this.
Portland, they're trying to do it.
Yeah, they trying. I mean, the Pelicans are in freaking purgatory because they tried to restart.
They can't stay healthy, bro. They
traded all they good. Josh Hart gone.
Lonzo
probably finna be gone. Lonzo, when he was playing good before the injury, gone. Like, yeah, bro. They need to add to it. Stop trying to send these good players to these terrible teams and their confidence gets shot. And then next thing you know, they either out of the like Scoop should not be playing this bad, bro.
I thought he's gonna be a problem coming out of.
I
thought he was gonna be a problem. He had all the intangibles to be a great guard in the league, and he just ain't hooping for real.
Yeah.
And he got Anthony Simon. Speaking of them, we finna play them tonight. So speaking of that, short people, but like saying he got Anthony Simons playing with him. What other guards do they got there? I know they got 3 guards. I know just hog the ball a lot. I can't think of who else they got.
Send Cooper to the Hornets.
With Brandon Miller. Nah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, I like that.
Let's stop putting these dudes in these terrible markets by themselves, bro. Go put them with somebody. I don't care. Call it what y'all want. Silver, step in. Tamper, please.
Please break the rules. Please break your own rules.
And what's that dude named AJ? What's his name? The other dude. This
AJ Griffin dude.
I don't know what his name. Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey to Memphis. Yeah, come on. I'm just
Ron Harper Jr. Send him somewhere.
Hey.
Ron Harper. Well, ain't his name Ron Harper Jr. Is Dylan Harper? I can't remember.
Nah, it's Ron Harper Jr.
It's Ron Harper Jr. Yeah, send him. Yeah. Stephon Marbury. Send your son somewhere too. Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Give us one of the Boozer twins.
Somebody. They've been in high school forever, bro. God damn. They've been in high school since I've been in high school. Jesus.
Oh God. Well, that's all we got for the news, man. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back on the other side. Talk about the weekend review. And we also I got a wild, I'm not going to call it a take, but I got something that I didn't want to prep you for.
He trying to get, you got to know when you ain't told him about?
I ain't said nothing to you about it because I want to get your live reaction. I already know how this is going to go. But
so you try to get me upset on Sunday?
Yeah, we ain't did this in a while, so let's do it. I'm ready. So we're going to have that on the other side of the break. We'll be right back on the No Bluffin podcast.
I think Zach Edey played well. He got his fouls in. He got them in for sure. But we saw some flashes of really what he can do. Whether that's setting screens or just blocking shots or just making guys change their mind about shots or just affecting the quality of shots that guys were getting in the game. We saw that a lot. They gotta use him though, man. They gotta be able to find him a little bit.
I was about to say they especially the whole first quarter. It was like because I think that lob that y'all had him, that was his first points of the game. So it was like the whole first quarter I did peep that. It was like I see everybody else attempting 5+ shots. Right. Y'all gotta find a way to give Zach Edey something like at some point. Everything was running well last night, right? The offense was flowing well. It's gonna come a stretch of time where they're gonna be stagnant, and at that time, that's when I expect them. Okay, hey, let's run the post play to Zach Edey.
Tune in to the Anthony Sane Show Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
This is a question I don't know if you've ever been asked. Was there anyone you ever wanted to dunk on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're getting a big kick out of that one. I'm glad you've been waiting all day for that. Waiting all day to get that little jokey joke in. Oh, you got a joke. But yeah, I always wanted to dunk in the game. That's what I wanted to do. And it didn't have to be on anybody. I wanted it to be off of a missed shot, like on an offensive rebound, so that everyone's around or in the vicinity when it happened.
Did you ever dunk in practice and get overly excited?
Yes. and everybody be like, well, are you going to do it in a game? And I'm like, no.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. I am Chris Ingram, and my right hand man to my right is Evan Hayes. Man, make sure y'all give us a follow on Twitter, X, all that good stuff. But got to put that at the beginning of the show. But we're gonna jump into the Grizzlies weekend review, man. The good guys, they have another slip up with them Brooklyn Nets, man.
I told you I was gonna drop one of them. I told you, bro. Like, Dennis Schroeder is becoming a Grizz killer. No, it wasn't really Dennis. It was, what's that dude name? It wasn't DFS. It wasn't him. No, it wasn't Dorian Finney-Smith that was shooting all them threes that game.
I can't even remember. I feel like it was.
I think he hit like 5 threes that game. I was like, dude, guard this man.
They was going off. They was getting off, man. It didn't feel as bad as the one the week prior, but in the grand scheme of things, we shouldn't be losing to no Brooklyn Nets, bro. They are a tanking team.
Realistically, we should be 8-2 right now. Realistically, I feel like we should be like 8-2 instead of 6.
Who's the second loss you would say? Because I know you give me your 2 losses. What would you say?
I'm trying to think who that we actually lost to. Because we lost to the Bulls. We lost to the Bulls, the Nets twice, and who else? The Bulls, the Nets twice.
Damn, who else did we lose to? Now you got me thinking. I should have had this on top of my head.
The Bulls, the Nets twice, the Rockets. Yeah,
Rockets.
Yeah, like if we would have lost to anyone, I feel like we should have lost. We should have dropped the game to the Lakers if we would have lost the game, and then maybe if the Bucks actually like wanted to play good basketball, but they're like bad this year. So I thought, looking at the first team, I thought we was gonna drop those 2, but we ended up winning those 2. So that's why I say we. In my eyes, if we lost anything, we should be 8-2. But we end up winning those games, losing against the teams that we weren't supposed to lose to. So I don't flip it, no. Bro.
I'm still standing on 10-0. I'm sorry. I had somebody tell me, they was like, yeah, every team in the NBA could say that. And I'm like, to a certain extent, you're right. Like, I'm not disagreeing with that. But the fact of the matter is that when we up by 20 in most of those games that we did lose, probably outside of the last Brooklyn Nets loss.
Yeah, that was close.
That's what I mean why we should be 10-0. Like, it's not that I feel like this team is like literally the greatest of all time. Because we're going to see that Cleveland Cavaliers team, they're 11-0 right now.
Yeah, they looking nice.
They ain't going to no finals.
Oh, no.
So, like that's my thing. Like, yeah, they look good right now when they winning games, but
the bottom gonna fall out eventually.
It always do. So, but other than that, man, like I said, outside of the injury, outside of the losing to the Nets again, what was some of your likes this week? We'll start with the likes first. We'll start with the likes first. What did you see that you liked this week about the team?
Number one, Jalen Wells. I will keep singing his praises because that's gonna be one thing you can always have over me because I did not think he was gonna be this good this early. And Chris tried to tell me, and I was being an ignorant young person and not trying to listen to what Chris had to say. So I'm man enough to say when I'm wrong. I was very much wrong. Jalen Wells, ain't no disrespect to you, Mr. Wells. I know you was on the show a few months ago. No disrespect to you and your family either. Your son is a hooper, so my mistake for sleeping on him early.
He know. Did you watch his interview with Sang, bro?
Yes. He's like, I'm not surprised.
He's a man, bro. He don't care about nothing. I love that, man.
But yeah, Jalen Wells playing great. Just our depth in general. Like everyone is contributing, and I'm saying everyone. I know y'all gotta say, what about the guy that you don't like? He's been contributing in spurts, even though he's been pissing
Jake
me off.
Jake is playing well, bro. Just say it ain't gonna hurt. Jake is playing well.
He should be
playing 30 minutes. He should be playing more than a lot of the guys on the team.
He's still defensive liability,
but he's playing better.
He's not messing up. Let me say that he's not messing up. He's not messing up that much. Like he's still the liability on defense. He still makes some errant passes here and there, but he's not playing terrible. Like. I have to give him because everyone's contributing. That's like the main thing I keep going out. Zach Edey, I think in his last like 4 games, Zach is averaging like 13.5 and 9. He's playing well. J Huff is considered, even though it was like one of those games, J Huff had like a 2-point game, a 4-point game, just his shot wasn't falling. But J Huff is still being him. But the worst I really want to shout out is Tripp, man. Like I just feel like he's going for All-Star this year. He's had that look in his eye, like he's finally realized that no one on the floor can really guard him. Like. And I feel like that's what we want to see for Tripp. I know we talked about a lot of times in the offseason about like the drive and the confidence and the caring that we want to see from Tripp. And he's showing like he had 39 last game. Like he dominated Alex R, whoever he's been in front of, he has dominated. So I love to see it, even since and with Ja being out for maybe a week or two. We're gonna need Trip because we don't know when Marcus Smart and Desmond Bane's coming back. We're gonna need this aggressive Trip. But it seemed like he's been dialed in. His foul trip hasn't been as bad either. He still could rebound a little bit more, but when you got Zach Edey and Jay Huff and Santi rebound the way you do, you don't necessarily have to rebound like that because we're winning on the boards in the paint every game. Like that's something we're consistently winning in. The only two areas we're not winning in is 3-point defense, which I would keep. We'll talk about in the negatives, but like you said on the stat sheet, we should be in most of these games, or winning most of these games that we've lost. So really, Trip, man, like Trip has been, in my opinion, MVP of the team so far. Just I know it's only 10 games in, but just been just on time and like the way he has. Like I got to shout out Trip, bro. And you know we talked long and hard about is Trip really gonna be that third guy? And it's that X factor, but it's early. But it seemed like he got a different look in his eye this year. He just does. Like he just seems like he knows who he is now, and he seems like he knows every night he's one of, if not the best player, at least the best big on the floor. And of course, he's not better than Ja, but he's playing like he's the best player on the floor. Like he has that confidence and mentality that he's going into it. So that's like my two main things. First, gotta shout out James Atkins Jr. for being him, and just the depth, man. Like we're just playing good team ball. Even though despite the losses don't look that bad because we're still playing as a team. Still, and that's something that the habits we're building now, something that we can build later in the line when everyone gets healthy and all stuff like that. I'm still the 3-point defense. I'm not trying to get on it right now, but that's still pissing me off so much. But the fact that Zach Edey is getting confidence, but everybody seems to be playing with confidence for the most part, and that's what we love to see. Scotty has been playing his tail. He had his first career triple-double last game. We talked a lot about Scotty, and he seems to be making you wrong, Chris. I was wrong about Jalen Wells. You was wrong about Scottie Pippen. So I guess we're even on that. You did not want to sign that man. Don't try to play that. You did not want to sign that man for a full year deal this year. So
but see, this is the thing. Like I just Simpson came and be the same way about it, and I was like, it's not that I've never said Scotty was a bad player. I never said that. Only thing that I said was you didn't have to sign him yet, and you very well. And I still believe this. Like I'm not changing what I'm about to say now until I see it. Scotty's playing hell of a basketball. He's playing hella good basketball right now. He's a hell of a player, triple-double, double-doubles. I think he's still top 5 in assists in the whole NBA as a backup. Yes. Like that is phenomenal. The defense he's playing. He got to get his turnovers down, but he's bringing so much other positives. I'm not going to harp on that at all with him. But I'll say this. The thing that worries me about Scotty, and it may well not even be a concern because he may not even be in this particular rotation, but it's playoffs. If I could choose a NBA veteran that's been proven in the playoffs to back up Ja and surround those guys when the moments get tight, that is more so what I'm looking at, with Scotty. He's playing great, and I can't take that away from him. Like I said, he's doing great. But my concern has been using that roster spot on him right now when pretty much echoing from top to bottom that this year this team wants to win a championship right now. So if he can continue this, by all means, great. But we got to see this in the playoffs because we know Tyus Jones was turnover to assist ratio maestro, greatest backup point guard in NBA history, and then we get in the playoffs and we can't really. I mean, you kept the team afloat, but we didn't really get that boost we needed from him. So that's my only thing with Scotty. And if he does prove me wrong in that regard, I'll really come on and get some, eat some crow. But I give him his props for sure, man. Like I didn't see the pathway to doing it. Didn't make sense to me, but it's looking hella good right now. So shout out to Scotty for sure.
No, I agree. I wholly agree with that. But yeah, those are my two things. The depth on this team looks great. The defense seems to be coming around. We're still giving too many threes, but outside of that, like our interior defense has gotten way better. Like we're not allowing too many drives to the paint. We're not allowing too many layups at the rim because we have so many 7-footers down there. Jay Huff's blocking shots, Edey, Jaren, Santi. Like our defense looks good outside of 3-point shooting. So we're playing good team basketball. It's just we're not closing games the way we need to. So I'm not gonna get on negatives yet, but what have been your positives for this week so far?
I got to start off with Zach Edey. Number one, his play, Ja getting him involved. That's on Ja. I saw a clip from, I want to say it was opening night, where he asked, coach, should I get Edey this shot? That was from opening night. So obviously that was weeks ago. But just the fact that they are making Ja at the bare minimum is making it a focus. Obviously, Jalen Wills is doing great as well. But getting that man the ball so he can stay engaged in these games. I got a negative I'm going to get on in regards to Zach Edey, but it ain't him. It's just regarding him or including him. But it ain't him at all. Just loving from what I'm seeing from him, bro. Like just staying even keel, not getting his confidence down, because he got reasons why he could, for sure. But in his minutes, he's been very productive. I'm just gonna run down real quick. This month, we've played 4 games. He's averaging 14.3 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, assists, half a steal, and almost 2 blocks. Field goal percentage, this man is averaging 72%. And shooting 66.7% from the 3. Like, I ain't got nothing bad at all to say about Zach Edey, bro.
Rookie of the year. Or Jalen Wills, one of them jokers gonna be rookie of the year.
Could they get Cole rookie of the year?
They ain't gonna do that.
That would be so dope.
It would be.
I'm gonna tell you why it ain't gonna happen. Well, I think when the team is healthy, I don't think Jalen's gonna start, and I think that's gonna kill any momentum that he got. Unless you bring both him and Edey off the bench,
which I hate. Don't do that.
We're gonna talk about that, the negatives in a minute. So I ain't trying to get there. But yeah, man, he's playing hella good ball right now. And then his enforcer tactics the other night against JB. I mean, golly.
He from Memphis, man. You can't tell me Edey ain't in his parent life. He ain't from Memphis, bro. Like,
yep.
I don't know what is it. That's why I love my city so much. We just adopt guys, and they just adopt the ideology and the vibe of the city so easy. Like, he been in Memphis for like maybe 4 months, 5 months, and he already.
I think he said a man in the game, and maybe Devin Walker was lying, but I read his lips when he hit that 3-pointer before the half. It looked like he said something about Maine. I was like, oh yeah, he in there. And basically, he slick punked JV a little bit.
Nah, he was not.
Because JV normally will come back at you, and he did not. He looked at the ref like, "You see this?
Like, this dude kind of tall. Like, he kind of solid. Hey, JV not a small man, bro. So, hey, man,
shout out to him.
Shout out Edey, bro. We still need to find a nickname for him, bro. It's 10 games in, y'all. We gotta find a nickname for Edey. Memphis, we need to do our thing. We're normally good at giving people nicknames.
His is gonna have to just come. I think it's gonna be a shining moment that it just pops out.
Brevin gonna say it. It's gonna be like Brevin or Pete on the call. They gonna just say something off the. They gonna just say something off the cuff, or maybe Eric Hasseltine, because I don't watch it because I'm not driving the car as much. I'm watching the game, so I don't hear Eric Hasseltine as much. So maybe Eric Hasseltine is gonna say something on the play-by-play on the radio where it's gonna come along.
Don't get canceled, Eric. That's all I gotta say.
Eric be wild sometimes.
Yeah, don't get canceled.
I love Eric. I love his play-by-play, but he be wild sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep. Got to shout out Jalen, like you said, for everything that you said, bro. 3-and-D, driving to the basket. I mean, dude is just becoming a complete play. I can't say becoming.
He's not afraid of him. He's been a complete,
Yeah.
I'm sorry not to cut you off because I'm just saying he's not afraid of him. He just. I know everybody keeps saying, but he truly does not look like a rookie right now. Like, he made a 3 over LeBron, looked at him, smiled, and said, "Yeah, I got you, dog." And got back on defense. Like, he just seems like, I'm sorry, we got another Desmond Bain on our hands. Like, I don't want to, because their games were different, but they're also similar. Just that super even keel, solid type of guy that you're going to get from him every night.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like years down the line between him and Desmond Bain sparring, because this is the progression that he's on was the same progression that Des was on his first and second year.
Yep.
Really, he may be a little better than Des in Des's first year, because Des he was getting play time. He wasn't getting this many minutes. He wasn't starting this early. Like, he was getting production, but not to the level that Jalen was getting and taking on the defensive assignment that Jalen was been having.
They had Grayson Allen in front of him.
For real, which didn't make any sense to me, but we're not gonna harp on the past right now. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't say enough about how good Jalen Woods has been. And if we have two guys on the all rookie first team, I had to really look and see when the last time that really happened. Like, it's probably happened.
John Brandon.
Yeah. Was Brandon on the all-rookie first team?
Yes.
He may have been. He was on our rookie first team.
Well, he was first or second. He was
our rookie for sure. But I can't remember if he was on. He was on. But right now with this rookie
I feel
class,
like he was because he was in the rookie of the year conversations the whole year. He was on that ladder.
While you're talking, I'm gonna go look. While you're going, I'm gonna go look.
But yeah, shout out to Jalen, man. He's making an uncomfortable conversation very tough. That I talked about on Twitter. In regards to when these guys get back, healthy. When you get a Vince, when you get a GG, obviously you have Bane and Smart coming back. Luke is back now. It's a very uncomfortable conversation because somebody's not going to play. And if somebody is going to, if everybody does play, somebody's getting very, very minimal. We talking 5 minutes or less a game in playing time. And I don't think just from what he's showing, he shouldn't be that person. I ain't gonna tell you who I think, but it ain't gonna be him. If you think, if you want to know who I think it is, go check my Twitter feed. That'll tell you all you need to know. But yeah, man, Jalen is playing, just incredible basketball, and I hope it continues to get, the shine that he's getting right now for sure. I'm trying to think, is there any other positives that I got, outside of those two? Everything else has been, pretty even killed. Jay Huff has continued to steal ball. Loving what I'm seeing from him. That's another one too. Going back to what I was talking about with Scotty, I think he's gonna be fine in the playoffs. I do.
You think his game gonna translate no matter what?
I think it will, just because he's hitting shots. The only thing that I would say is that I would not try to shore up the big rotation at the trade deadline because Huff is playing so well, if that makes sense. I would probably try to
leave it open
or upgrade that position a little bit more. John Collins is my guy. I feel like if you go into the playoffs with Jaren, Edey, Collins, Huff, Santi, and you play Huff in spot moments like you're doing now anyway. You're playing him in spots. He's getting his shit off in 10 to 14 minutes very, very fast.
He's playing the middle to the end of third quarter and the end and sitting the second quarter and just doing his damage through those 2 quarters and calling it a day. Like he playing 15 minutes tops a game and still averaging like 10. So
he's setting tones, bro. So it's one of them things, like if you get somebody to where he doesn't play, I think you're okay. It's good because somebody's really playing well. But let's say we get these matchups where we need him. He's there and he's shown that he can come off cold and put it in quick. So that's just my philosophy. But other than that, the guys are playing well for everything all considered. I want to say it was Bobby Marks put out, we I for the second year in a row leading the NBA in games missed to injury already. And I about cried when I looked at the bench the other night when I saw Ja and Dez and Marcus and Gigi and Vince and probably somebody else.
Spencer.
I was like, bro, what is happening again? Like, this is crazy.
I bet like
we fixing it for.
Fedex Foam probably made him like an ancient burial ground for like injured players or something because something is going on where we've
never been like this. So I heard people make jokes about that on Twitter. I'm like, bro, we've never been this damn injured.
Yeah, I don't remember the core four area really being injured for real. I don't remember that. Mike played with a broken face. So like, I don't think we had that issue for real.
We've had spot, but it's athletics. People are gonna go down at certain times, but like your Tony, whole starting fives and shit like this. This is
Tony
unreal.
Tony was hurt here and there. He had like a knee and a hamstring injury here and there. Tony was hurt. Mark broke his foot one time. I don't remember Zebo being hurt.
It wasn't constant, bro. And it wasn't them all together. Like, this is nuts.
Not at all at one time, nah.
This is nuts, bro. So
yeah.
We're gonna get to see. Now let's start off with the negatives. I ain't gonna lie. Let me go first on negative. I'm sorry. I'm on a roll right now. I ain't going on no rant. Taylor Jenkins, stop playing, bro. Stop, bro. Like, stop. What are we doing, bro? For all intents and purposes, for all the good that I just talked about, Zach Edey, right? He has games this year where he's played 15 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 18 minutes, 15 minutes, 22 minutes, 22 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. He's played one game over 25 minutes as your starting center, number 9 draft pick, who everybody at this point is choosing to be rookie of the year. And that one game was the loss that we you know what? I lied. I do have a problem with that Brooklyn Nets game. Because we lost by 2 points. If Zach Edey, if you just let that man play and stop trying to keep him on the leash for whatever the reason is, he was cooking in the first half. You took him out. First quarter, he was cooking. You took him out, and you sitting this guy on. I mean, I remember I put the tweet out. Was it the Washington game or was it the Lakers game that I put this tweet out? It was the Lakers because I barely watched Washington in real time. I have to go back and watch that game. But the Lakers game, this man came out, and this, you can say what you want. Coach Isolo was coaching this game because Taylor Jenkins wasn't there. He basically ran the exact same rotation. And by that metric, I'm blaming Jenkins. Isolo ain't trying to get fired. He ran exactly what Taylor Jenkins wanted him to do. And that's how I know that shit is on the damn Excel sheet. Because he ran to a T. He took Edey out after he was looking like he was about to get to going at like the 7.5 minute mark, maybe a little bit higher than that. But we're going to say 7.5. Edey did not get back into that game until about the 7.5 minute mark of the second quarter, bro. We talking 12 game minutes, which probably is around 20 real-time minutes, if not more. But I'm going to give it 20 because you're talking about 2 to 3 minute timeouts. You're talking about the quarter break. You're talking about, in between plays, the shot clock, free throws. It probably was longer than 20 minutes. Why are we sitting this dude 20 or more game minutes after he's consistently showing that he's starting to get going? Like he puts in a basket or two, gets some rebounds, some blocks, getting some great plays, and you sit him immediately. Edey ain't coming off injury. He's not doing injury management. We heard the excuse about Ja. We heard the excuse about Jared. We heard the excuse. Well, that was really the only two we heard the excuse about. And you still playing everybody else lower minutes, except for Jake. And now Jalen. What is I really can't say what you want, bro. I think you taking away from Zach Edey's shining moment that night lost you that game in Brooklyn. It did. Because if Edey keeps playing, and this was the thing, I listened back to another space and I felt this way. I felt the same way. Shout out to EJ in the Grizzlies space. I felt the exact same way. And we talk about this with Jenkins all the time. It's your feel for the game. When something is happening in the middle of the game, sometimes you got to throw a left hook, or you got to throw an uppercut depending upon what the other team is doing. If you leave Edey in, or you leave your starters in, or you fix these rotations in key moments, you put these teams away to where you can still have, if you got a minutes restriction, these guys can still be meeting whatever that restriction may be. But you're sitting them so long, you're losing leads, or you're not putting these teams away when you could, to where you having to fight these teams down at the end, or you losing a 20-point lead. This is the issue, bro. Like, it's about the moments that you play this, man. Shout out to EJ for constantly harping that point in that space. Like, you got to find a better feel. And with this Edey stuff, this man averaged damn near 40 minutes a game in the or close to 40 in the tournament last year. Or damn near for his whole career, I think he was over 30 and was the main focus of the offense. You mean to tell me he ain't even the main focus? He's getting drop-offs. He's getting rebounds, putbacks. He is working in, isolation here and there. And you mean to tell me, like, we're not gassing it? For what reason? And I said this, bro. If it's not coming from Jenkins, if it's coming up from higher, Jenkins is a fool for letting them scapegoat him like this. And people gonna say, "Oh, you mean the scapegoat? You overreacted?" No. What I'm saying is, you're literally gonna be in positions to where not just Edey, like I said, as a team as a whole, you're going to lose games, which you have lost already because you're trying to be too smart instead of just playing in the feel of the game. And then you got the Taylor Jenkins apologists. One game that he finally kind of lets Edey do a little bit of whatever, still pulls him in the wrong moments. Well, he did it here, so we're going to give him credit. Bro, no, he's got 10 games, and he did that for what, 1 or 2 minutes? Like, no. It's a pattern. At my job, they be writing folks up for patterns of stuff all the time. Jenkins got a pattern of not having a feel, bro. And it's like, You in my mind, I can't speak for Edey. I ain't heard this from nobody, but just watching him, if it's not for Ja getting this man involved and Jalen for getting this man involved, we could really be killing this man's confidence for no reason at all. It's literally no reason for this shit. And then you had a smart idea, and I said this. I put this in our group chat. I said it when I saw it. I said the Grizzlies are gonna go out here and win this game against the Wizards. And because they're going to win the game, people are going to excuse the fact some kind of way and make an excuse that it was okay and the smart and the right thing to do to bring Zach Edey off the bench. And that shit is dumb, bro. Glad they won. Glad Tripp had a 39-point game. You're not gonna get away with doing this dumb shit, bro. I'm sorry. You're not. It's gonna catch up with you. And it sucks as a fan to watch because I know how close we are to having, outside of these injuries and shit, I know how close we are to having a championship run. And it just sucks, bro, that like you had this just like this shit just don't be making no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. Like I said, because we went out there and won against the Wizards, whoop-de-fuck freaking do. Like whoop-de-do. It's the Wizards. They are the most terrible team in basketball. They really are. Whoop-de-do. You don't get a cookie for that. You're supposed to whoop them. But like, bro, don't miss that, like trying to play in my face and say, well, we trying to test out, different lineups. Now, man, BC ain't been getting no tick damn near this whole season. BC damn near been getting DMPs almost. Like it's bad. And you just wake up and think that now is the right time to start him and sit Edey, the guy that's almost averaging a double-double, but you're playing him 15, 18, 14, 13, 22 minutes a game. Man, average 17 minutes in the month of October. Man, get out my face, bro. Like, this is just, it's so dumb, bro. And this is why I don't have the confidence in him when his team is fully healthy. You can't even get this shit right now. So I'm supposed to know and have the confidence in you when you get back Gigi, Vince, Luke, Marcus, Bang, Ja, whoever else you decide maybe that you want to trade for the deadline, that you're going to put this perfect dessert together. You're going to put this cake together perfectly. I don't, bro. And I didn't even tell you I was going to go on a Jenkins or whoever organizational rant. I didn't even expect to do it, bro. But it's just like, if it's Kleiman telling them to do this, Kleiman, you need to cut it out because you finna get, like, love the draft picks, but you tripping. I'm already on your head for lying because you said you're going to take advantage of the advantages, and you are not taking advantage of Edey's advantage, not nan night. If it wasn't for Ja in Brooklyn, it wouldn't, like, that was the one time we seen, like, oh my God, this can be a thing. You're a liar, bro. You're a habitual liar. Jenkins, if you're letting him scapegoat you tripping. Because I promise you, when it don't work out, you're getting fired this offseason, bro. I'm telling you, like, you're getting fired. So to let this man line you up, if that's what it is, and if it's not him and that's you, congratulations on getting promoted to customer next season. That's all I got. What section we sitting in? I'll meet you and bring you some Ching's wings or something. Like, shit just dumb, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it just... Anyway, what negative you got, bro? I ain't really got nothing other than that. Like everybody else, I ain't got nothing to say on Jake. Jake is doing what he can. He's Jitty 2.0. He's actually playing better than Jitty, and that I give him. So if you can move Jitty in the deal, or if you got to move Jake, do what you got to do. But I ain't got nothing on Jake. Just stop playing him 30 minutes and you sitting Edey and playing him 17-8. Go ahead, bro. I'm muted up.
3 things that are certain: death, taxes, and Chris going on a rant about Jenkins and other organization. You just can't get around it. But that's why I love Chris, because Chris can just pop off no matter what, and it's funny to hear. But no, I don't disagree with anything that you said at all. I didn't really harp on the minutes thing, even though you're right. Like, you were unequivocally right. That is unfortunate. That just seems like how Jenkins is, and like, of course, I don't like it, but if we keep saying it, and we've seen that it works when he plays these guys, and he's still not doing it, I think that's who he is, philosophy. So,
but you've never done it to any player. No player.
I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not wrong. But it just seemed like that for some reason that's just how he wants to do it this year, which I don't get it. Maybe he's just trying to slow burn him because he's a rookie, I guess. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
Jalen will get 30 minutes. As he should.
As he should. So I don't know. Like I said, I can't explain it. I can't quantify it.
Oh my God, bro! You
It
can make
doesn't
excuses for John's minutes, Jaren's minutes, Edey's young ass. No, bro. No. Is he hurt? Is it something that we don't know about? No. So, like, my bad. I'm sorry, bro. This shit
Nah,
is
you
just
good, bro. Nah,
it's frustrating, dog.
Nah, you good. I don't disagree with anything that you said. Like the disrespect on Edey has been loud, and I don't like it at all. He has been for the past like 6 or 7 games, he's been consistently being productive. Like the game doesn't seem to be too fast for him. Yeah, he gets kind of caught in some switches or some lulls here and there on defense. He gets caught in switches a lot because they kind of pick on him when they bring him on the perimeter. But you expect that from a 7'5" guy that's a little under 300 pounds. Like, but he's still not terrible on that defense end. You everything good? You good, bro?
I just want to add this to your conversation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just did Zach Edey's per 36.
That bet's probably like 25 or something.
Per 36, Zach Edey would be averaging 21 points, 12 and a half rebounds, assists, a steal, 1.7 blocks on 64% shooting from the field, 50% from three. And we not whatever. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, nothing you saying around. It don't make sense to me. I don't know. Edey has been playing well. He's affecting the game both ends of the floor. I didn't like formally saying I did not like taking him out of starting lineup because you draft a guy that high that's been playing well. Why would you sit him for a guy that's not playing as well, not playing as many minutes, and not affecting the game as much in Brandon Clark? And I don't dislike Brandon Clark, but the numbers are what they are. Zach Edey's playing better. He should be playing more. He's winning his matchup, at least holding his own on his matchups. He hasn't been dominated by anybody. The only game you can say he got dominated was he played the Lakers, but that's LeBron. LeBron was picking on him, but that's LeBron James. Like, I'm not finna criticize him for not being able to guard the greatest player of all time, arguably. So, like, I'm not holding that against him. Like, LeBron gave the whole team 40. He didn't give Zach Edey 40. He gave the whole team 40. So, That's like the only game you can say he looked like kind of out of his element. But I still wouldn't even say that, you know. So I don't get it. I really don't.
I ain't played 15 minutes and almost still had a double, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, bro.
I don't
like,
get it. And
you're not gonna, and I ain't talking about you. Nobody's gonna tell me anything that makes sense to the reason for this discrepancy, bro. It don't make no sense.
And I also don't like that he's playing in garbage time a lot. Like, I don't like that. Like, no
that's
disrespect to
minutes.
Yuki.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. That's the last thing I want to say. These games when he's getting these minutes, 3 or 4 of them is garbage time.
Like, I'm sorry, he should not be getting checked in with Yuki, bro. Like, he shouldn't be getting checked in with Yuki. Like, they treat Edey like he the bottom kid, the manager. Like he's treating like he the manager on senior night. Like, he should be playing dang near. I say it right now. He shouldn't be playing under 25 minutes a game. I say 25 to 28 should be his range. Dang near average. That's what I say. 25 to 28 minutes a game. Because he's earned that. Like, it'd be different. He's getting cooked. Like, he's not. Like, he's like, yeah, he gives up buckets, but he plays in the NBA. Everybody's gonna give up buckets. Like, sometimes I'd be like, dang, I wish he could have got that. His tips. He could have got that ball on the tip, or maybe could have got that real. But that happens.
What are we saying about Trip, bro? Stop doing dumb fouls, bro.
Yeah, and
Edey has been trained to not foul out so he can stay in the game. You let him foul out in one game to see what it felt like. Okay, I'm not gonna foul myself out because I know when I'm on the floor, my team is winning these minutes. He go cook and then you take him out.
Look up Zach Edey's plus minus real quick. While I'm talking, look up his plus minus real quick. That's what I want to see. It got to be high. It got to be high on the team. But yeah, like, I agree. Like, I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me unequivocally. Like, that he's playing this little when his production is so high, and he plays with like. And I feel like the league, or at least the referees, are punishing him for being big. Like, a lot of the fouls he gets are kind of cheap fouls, or just him just getting positioning, and they punish him for being big, which I hope something that's changes. But that shouldn't justify Jenkins not playing as much because he's fearing he's gonna foul out. Edey's a smart basketball player. He's a very high basketball player. He has a very high basketball IQ. He knows how to use his body effectively to be effective, which we have seen. So I don't really get it. But I just want to, while you're looking at it, I just want to talk about one thing on the natives. I know you want to get to the secret topic, and we're already kind of running long, so I'm trying to wrap this up real quick. 3-point defense. I'm gonna keep y'all can get tired of me saying it, just like y'all got tired of me talking about Jake. I'm gonna keep saying 3-point defense because we're terrible 3-point defense right now. We're giving up the third most 3-point shots, 3-point made 3-pointers in the league right now, right behind the Hawks and the Portland Trailblazers, who we're playing today. So that's gonna be interesting about two teams that are terrible to defend the three. So that's gonna be interesting. And we're giving up for time of attempts. We are second in attempts, almost 42 threes a game. And a lot of those shots are open threes. So I'm sorry, man. Like if you're giving up 40 threes a game and they're making 15 of them, that's just because they're missing shots. Not because you're just playing good defense. That's because you're missing shots. Because you look at your field goal percentage, like we're right in the middle of the pack. We're actually 35 points. We're actually last in like extra percentage. So like that's because they're just missing shots. We're just not playing good 3-point shooting teams. So that's not because of our defense. We're just the team's missing shots. So you play a team that's actually making shots, they're gonna spark us up, and that's not gonna be looking good. So I'm gonna keep kicking that point home because in 2024 you can't expect to not defend the 3-point line and expect to win basketball games. If this was 1995, sure, or 2000, if anything before 2012 or 2015 when Step changed the game, you could do that.
Right.
I'm sorry, you can't compete in the Western Conference, might I add, with snipers on every team you're gonna play in the playoffs and expect to win. I'm sorry, bro. You can't keep getting these open threes, bro. Like we let Dorian Finney-Smith shoot us out of that game. He won that game for Brooklyn. Every one of the games we've lost is because of 3-pointers. It's just simple as that. And a little bit of second chance points on those long rebounds, getting them second chance points for those 3-pointers. So that's just my only negative, bro. On some real talk. Like I want to get to the secret topic. Would you able to find Edey's plus minus?
Yeah, so I just had him pulled up. I had to look at the other game you were talking about because I was like, hold on, damn, he did shoot us out. So put like this: in October, Zach Edey was pretty much a negative almost in every game except for one. But all those games we lost, other than 3. So okay, so we went. Hold on, I want to preface what I'm saying. We went in 6 games. We went 3-3. One of the games we won, he was a plus. The other two games that we won, he was a negative. But in those 2 games, he was a negative. In the wins, he only played 15 minutes and 13 minutes.
So it's kind of skewed a little bit.
It's kind of skewed. The other ones, he was a very low on the negatives, on the losses. But when we bump up to November, he's been a net positive every single game. Win or loss. He's been +5, +4, +5 in a loss, and +15 in a win. So he's averaging a +7.3 for the month. Like, again, that's on low minutes, bro. You play this man, like I said, I'm looking at per 36. Obviously, he ain't gonna play 36 minutes. I know that. But 25 to 28, like you said, it changes a lot of these games that we losing. Like we winning games that we winning. Great. That Brooklyn game is a win if he plays damn near 2-3 more minutes in the moments where it counted. We don't even get down to a last shot where Dennis Schroeder is, tapping the ball out of Ja Morant's hands and Sonny is doing a fadeaway 3. We don't even get there. And that is where I have big issues with Tay. I just don't understand, dude, at all. Literally, I'm scared to see what he's going to try this week. Because why? Maybe you want to get BC. Maybe you want to get BC time. Some film on BC so they can trade him. Maybe that people know who Brandon Clark is, and he gonna have to just get in where he fit in. I'm not gonna kill my number 9 picks confidence for it though. That's balling. That's balling.
I also been shooting well from this month. He's shooting 81.8% from the free throw line too.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He fixes. He had some free throw demons in October, but this month he's been shooting well. He's been rebounding a lot better too.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. In regards to that secret topic, I'm gonna hold off the next week. I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna leave you and the listeners with the.
How you gonna leave me in dark? How you gonna leave me in the dark?
I have to because I can't
messed up.
I have to, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna preface it so you know now. But we ain't gonna get into it next week because we're at hour 20, and I'll be damned. I know this conversation will at least go 30 minutes. I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
It's a spinoff of what I want to ask you, right? So the question is, what basically the conversation around is what Taylor Jenkins, what would you do if you were Taylor Jenkins?
Yeah.
When his roster is healthy, when it comes to the wing.
Start GG.
Because you got Santi that has been playing well at the small forward position. So even moving him to hear me out. Even when you move Santi back to the bench, is he back up 4 or is he back up 3 better? Where do you see that, right? So do we keep him in the wing or do we leave him in the big conversation? That's part of it. You got Gigi, which obviously I think he should start, but that's me.
We both think he should start.
You got a lot of people that say Vince should start because of the way that he's able to connect their starting unit, which that argument I don't disagree with. I just think that Gigi is the only other guy outside of Ja Morant that has superstar potential. I'm not benching him. I'm just not. That don't even make sense.
Start Gigi at the 3. I don't care. Me and Chris start Gigi at the 3, man. Please start our boy Gregory. But
you also have newly developing information with Jalen Wells.
We didn't think he was gonna be this good this early.
You didn't. I said I knew Jalen would be fine, but I said, and it still stands to be true. If Jalen is getting a bunch of minutes, something went wrong. Well, yeah, obviously something went wrong.
Our starting lineup just depleted.
Our starting point guard, shooting guard, and small forward is sitting on the bench, and the 2 backup options are sitting on the bench with straight clothes. So yeah, something went terribly wrong. It did, and Jalen is shining, and so that's an option. A 3-and-D player that actually can do more than just 3-and-D.
Yep.
You got Luke Kennard. He's a guard, but what do you do with him? So I'm gonna let you ponder on that part, right? But the part is gonna take us over the moon. And shout out to Young Harry, because Young Harry on Twitter, she brought this conversation up probably about a year ago, if not maybe a year and a half ago. And I'll be honest, when she first brought it up, I just was like, no, I don't even want to get that. No thought. I don't see it. And then I heard EJ talk about it, and I was like, man, no, I can't. No. But it sounds
as long as it ain't nothing crazy.
Be quiet. I gotta preface it. I gotta set the table before you respond.
My goodness, Christian.
The second person that brought up, I was like, "What's that meme of that lady?" She was like,
"Yeah."
I was doing that.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Sane the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought this same thing up, and I said, God, oh man, it's gonna hurt me to kind of say that this is probably the right thing to do, or at least the thinking. Don't respond right now. But with this same conversation that we're talking about, who should start at the 3? What are the possibilities? Probability, or what's the last word that I'm looking for? I'm looking for another P word for results. What's a P word?
Probability and possibility.
Yeah, what's another P word for results?
Probability, possibility, plausibility. Is it plausible?
Plausibility. Thank you, my brother. You knew what that word I was looking for.
Yes, it's plausible. Yeah.
The 3 P's on Desmond Bain being your super 6 man.
I saw y'all talking about that, but okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna table that for next week. Pros and cons, realistic, non-realistic, reasons why, reasons not. Let's just have a conversation, bro. Let's just have a conversation. I knew you was about to. Now you see what I'm saying next week? You see why? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're gonna pop off next week with that conversation, man. This has nothing to do with Desmond Bain. This is not a knock on him at all. This is a conversation that we just gonna strictly have about what makes the Grizzlies as close as possible to a title contender as possible.
Yeah, you're gonna stress me out next week.
Yeah, man.
Because I know. Okay, I'm trying to refrain from talking about it. We need to end the show because
yeah.
No,
I done stressed the man out. He gotta go take a blood pressure pill. Don't do it. Don't do it. We ain't got 30 minutes. We ain't got 30 minutes. We ain't got 30 minutes. But we're going to pop it up.
You finna make me mad, Chris. I'm sorry. You finna make me mad. We ain't even talking. You already just the idea of it, baby. You finna make me mad.
Yep. When we put some facts on the table, though, it's gonna make you be like, it's gonna make you consider. And all I did is consider. I ain't saying yes, no, maybe so. It should not be.
Desmond Bane, like
let's just talk about it.
The Desmond Bane, number 22 for the Memphis Grizzlies, Desmond Bane.
Let's talk about it. We'll see y'all next week. 11 November. What's next week? Next Monday? November 18th.
18th.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get it popping. They're gonna get it popping.
Okay. Y'all got the docket set for next week.
Yes, sir.
The Desmond Bane conversation, which some conversation I did not think we were gonna have, but you know what? Let's have it. You know what?
But you see, it's all about how you frame it. And this is the same. We had a conversation in a private text about this. I mean, a group text about this too. Somebody said, and again, we're not about to get into it. I just want to. My camera is all messed up. Somebody said, I can't see Desmond Bane as a bench role player, and I said I don't like that term. That's not what, like I said, I first heard this conversation come from Young Harry. So I'm giving credit to her for even bringing this to the light for the reason why we're talking about it now. EJ brought it up, and like I said, me and Saint talked about it the other day. But it's not the thinking of you're demoting or demeaning or devaluing Desmond Bane as a player and a leader on this team. That is not the thinking at all. So it's all about how you frame it. It's more so what propels this team over to a championship team. And when I lay out just some of the things that I thought about, I can't remember exactly Young Harry's points, but I just remember the overall base around it. It's going to give you something just to think about.
I'm trying to think about it right now, and it's making me mad. Okay, I ain't going to say it too much. Y'all trying to make this man some money to know, and I'm sorry. I don't.
No, we try to make him in a Desmond Bane. That's it. That's all we trying to do. And like I said, I'm not even saying that I'm on board 100% on this. It's just a conversation. So, and sometimes you win a ring, you got to have uncomfortable conversations. I can't wait the next week.
I love Desmond Bane. All I gotta say is I love Desmond Bane. That's all I gotta say.
I love Desmond Bane. I'm about to get his jersey in the Memphis Sounds joint. Like
I love Desmond Bane. That's all I gotta say. He's one of my favorite players on the team. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you saying that. I just before we get into next week, I gotta get that.
It's not a negative. If he's playing here, I'm gonna say this. I mean, it's just a teaser. If you're still paying him close to $250 million, if he's still playing over 30 minutes a game, he still closes games. He still is a captain on a team. He still is a champion. Who really cares? I got more for you, though, next week. I can't wait. Y'all make sure y'all be here next week. I can't wait to have this conversation, man. It's going to be fun because I know he's on the whole other opposite side, and I'm just open-minded to it. I'm just being open-minded. I ain't telling you what to believe, y'all. But I can't wait to have that conversation, man. It's going to be a good one for sure. Before we get out of here, Evan, you got anything you want to plug? My camera has been just out of focus for the last, I feel like 5 minutes. I don't want to act right.
I probably shouldn't announce it because this episode's gonna come out tomorrow. But today I will have a post-game bounce coming out if it's not already out when this video goes up. So y'all tune into that. I'll be doing a review of last night's game against the Portland Trailblazers. So hopefully it'll be another Grizzlies win. Oh yeah, we keep forgetting to do it. Give your record for the week, Chris. You keep forgetting.
I don't even know how many games we play. Hold on, let me see. We play Blazers, Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets. 4 games.
Yeah, because next Sunday, next Sunday. Wait, I'm tripping. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We got Blazers. Yeah, then Sunday we the Nuggets. So yeah, when we record, they'll be playing the Nuggets.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
I'm agree with you. My heart want to say 1-3, but I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say no. My heart want to say 2-2, but my heart want to say 2-2. But I'm gonna be optimistic this week and say 3-1.
Which one you got us losing?
The Warriors been playing very good basketball, so that's honestly,
if Zach Edey don't play 30 minutes against the Warriors, I'm riding, bro.
we run it door.
What are they gonna do? What they gonna do with him?
Draymond, who's they starting? Draymond Green?
It don't matter. They ain't over 6'8". Neither one of them.
Lakers gonna be on time because Ja not playing. And
that's what got us losing too.
Yeah, they gonna be coming with a vengeance. So I see us dropping that game. And LeBron, we're gonna be in LA too. Yeah, I think we'll drop that game. The Nuggets have not looked great. They have not looked great. I'm gonna say 2-2. I'm gonna have to say 2-2. Because the Nuggets always give us problems, man. Like the Nuggets always give us problems. And we're not gonna have Ja. I'm gonna say 2-2. I'm gonna say we drop to the Lakers and the Nuggets, and we play well against the Warriors because we have a Jaren Jackson Jr. masterclass.
Hey, now remember Aaron Gordon ain't playing for the Nuggets, so they ain't really the Nuggets. And Jamal is having a terrible season right now, so.
Actually, I'm gonna just say 2. I'm gonna say I hope I'm right. I hope you're right 3-1. But I'm gonna just say 2.
2-2 is fair.
Yeah, I say
let's start a group play too. Well, no, the next game.
Nah, group play is in the next game against the Nuggets again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yeah.
All right, y'all. We at this thing. Make sure y'all do something this week that makes you feel good, makes you happy, puts a smile on your face. And man, we're gonna be back next week for some good conversation. I can't wait. But always. Go Grizz.
Go Grizz.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.